today's experiment, you're going to need coffee grounds. You're going to need white sugar. You're going to need some rocks or some pebbles. You're going to need some sand. And some noodles. I'm using elbow noodles, but you can use just about any kind of noodle. You're going to need white flour. It's very important that it's white flour. And then you're going to need some dirt that has a little bit of mulch in it. So kiddos, don't go out and steal your mommy's mulch without asking, but that would work great. Then you're also going to need a large sized mason jar. I have a mason jar that's got stuff written on the sides. It's more fun to have it if it doesn't have anything on it, but that's okay. I'm going to use what we have in the house because if you are like me, you are under quarantine and cannot leave, so this is what we got. So again, these are the supplies that you're going to need as we get started with our fun science experiment today. So you're going to start with your mason jar empty. And you're going to fill just a little bit at the bottom. This is why we're doing it outside. It's a little bit messy with those coffee grounds. Make sure they're dry, so don't grab them straight from your mom and dad's coffee pot with them in the morning. But mine's got a little bit of stuff in it, and that's alright. So you see just a little bit at the bottom there. So the next thing that you're going to add is your white sugar. And again, you're just putting just a little bit. Make sure that you cover up all that brown in there. Make sure that it's getting all covered. It's perfect. Shake it up a little bit. So now you got two distinct layers already in your mason jar. Now for the next layer, this one's a little more tricky. You're going to have to put some pebbles and some sand. So first, let's just get a handful of the sand and drop it into our mason jar. Get one more handful and drop it into the mason jar. Shake that up just a little bit. So you've got a nice little layer there. And now we're just going to add a few of these rocks. Now I didn't have any pebbles, so I'm just going to use some rocks, which are just as good. You can go outside, and I bet if you digged around a little bit, I bet you find some nicer pebbles than what I've got here. So I'm just going to put just a few of those in there, kind of towards the side so I can see them when I close up the next level of my stuff. So there they are, all nice in there. I'm going to add just one more handful of this awesome sand that someone's given me. And now I'm going to shake that down, and there's that level. Alright, for our next level, we're going to need some mulch. We're going to need some more sand, and our noodles, which are our fossils. So let's start out with putting just a little bit of mulch. So there's our mulch. Put that down in there. And then we're going to take a handful of sand. There. Mix that up just a little bit. Some more sand. Now we're going to mix that up just a little bit. Now we've got a sandy layer of mulch going on. Now I'm going to take some of these, drop those into our jar. Mix that in just a little bit. And now we're going to add just a little bit more mulch. And a little bit more sand. Mix that all in. Make sure we get some of our fossils so that way we can see them on the side. When we're done, Mixing in our layer. There we go. So now we got our fossils in there and we got some pretty layers going on. So for our next layer, we're gonna add our white flour. So we're not gonna put too much white flour here. We're gonna just put just enough to cover that layer that we just did. Let's see that. Need a little bit more. There we go. Cover up that layer real good. And voila. Now we have some sandstone in there. So our last layer is just another layer of our soil mulch mix. And so we're just going to grab a handful of that and stick it on the top of our jar levels. And now we have all the levels of earth right there in our mason jar. That's our science experiment for the day. I hope you all had fun. See you on the next video.